tasks, labs are completed? Up to yes or no? Oh, mostly yes. Who is that no? Why? Went for long trip? How about online? Did you complete all your tasks? Tell me seriously, how much time will it take to complete that task? 2 hours. It took 2 hours, huh? 1 hour. Okay. So, okay, no problem. So those who are, okay, that's fine. So it is not that you are answerable to me, but the only thing is you have to answerable to yourself. Okay. So because every day that the labs will get continued, right? So you'll have a huge number of tasks will be pending. So every day, especially offline guys. So and online people also take your time and complete the practicals on time. Okay. So good. So let me share my screen. Guys, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Two 87658. Okay. So let's go inside the EC2. All right. So everything are 0 except my key pairs and security group. So yesterday what we learned on AMIs, we learned on the snapshot. Today should we work on volumes and lifecycle manager? Okay. Okay. So in order to lifecycle manager will come later. Let's talk about the volumes first. So in order to work on the volumes, we should go and launch EC2 instances, correct? Okay. So till now, which operating system we were using? Linux only. For this volume section, should we go for Windows and see? Let's go differently. Okay. So can I call it as server 1? Browse, retire, and for Windows, do you see this? This one. Windows Server 2022 base. And if you come down, T2 micro, key pair name is 6 p.m. batch. Edit. I'll put it in 1A. Select existing security group. Default. I'll just go and launch. So, and also I'll go and launch server 2. So I'll go and launch one more server. I call it as server 2. Browse more AMIs. Retire. Down, down, down. And select this. Go with the key pair. Edit it. And this time, should I put it in 1B? Okay. And then that's fine. Launch. So 2 EC2 instances are getting created and it is pending states. Let's wait until it is up and running. And by the way, when you are doing practicals, how do you feel? It looks really nice, no? And fun, interesting, correct? When you're doing that. And also when you complete the practicals, you will get so much of confidence also that you have completed and you know that very well. So if you want to gain that confidence, so please keep that in mind that you have to complete your practicals. So let's wait. Server 1 and server 2. So now if you go to the volume section, guys, if I go to the volume section, how many volumes will be there for me? How many volumes will be there? 1 or 2? How many EC2 instances are there? So how many volumes will be there? So 1 volume for each EC2 instance. First server 1 has root volume, server 2 has also root volume. So how many volumes will be there? 2. So if I click on the volumes and you have nothing, refresh it. You have 2. Okay. So now do you see, do you have the names for these volumes? Do you have the names? Do you see this? There is no name. So isn't it difficult for you to know which volume is for which EC2 instance? It's a problem, no? So now you have to know the first one is for which EC2 instance. If you come down here and do you see this first one is server 2 and second one is server 1. And this is how you need to go and see which volume is attached to which EC2 instance. So first one, can I call it as server 2 volume? Server 2 root. And the bottom one here is server 1 root. Okay. Nice. So the volume is getting created. That's fine. Okay. They are ready. These are ready. It's still initializing. Still initializing. Okay. Let's see what are the options we have it here. Server 1 root. Okay. So if you go to actions, we have modify volume. Keep it aside. I'll talk about that. And I have a volume here. If I want to take the backup of the volume, what is the backup of the volume called? Snapshot. So whichever the volume that you want to take the backup. So what do you need to create? Snapshot. So how do you do that? Do you see this? Create snapshot. Click on create snapshot and call it as Windows snapshot. And then create. Do you understand how to create a snapshot? It's very easy to do it. And yesterday we have learned so many things on the snapshot, correct? Copying the snapshot, moving the snapshot, right? Giving the permissions for the snapshot, right? And you're creating the image also. Did you create an image from the snapshot also? Yes or no? Yes. So all these things we did. So I want to log into the EC2 instance. So let's connect it. Before my 2 instances are done. So now before I connect to this server 1 and server 2, so first of all, I need to check my security groups. Which is the protocol to connect to my Windows machines? RDP, edit it, and then see RDP is there or not. RDP is there, but I'll put my IP. So it is there. So guys, this is your public IP, yes or no? This is your public IP. If you go to Google and just type what is my IP, so the same IP 183.82.125.5. 183.82.125.5. Same. So this is your dynamic copy or static? Dynamica, statica. So the public IP that you get from the internet provider, this one is dynamic or static? It is dynamic. What is that? Dynamic. So I told you, getting the static IPs are very difficult. You need to pay more for that. It's not easy to get the static IPs. So mostly 99% all your IPs are dynamic. So this IP is provided by whom? Your ISP provider. So actually this will be there like this. Maybe after few days, the IP will change again. Okay. And then if I go here and someone is asking, Apurva is asking, what is /32? What is /32? What is /16? That is called subnet mask. But when we go to VPC section, there we learn about the subnet mask. Let's not pollute your brains now. Okay, so my RDP is ready. So let me go and log into the EC2 instance. Copy the public IP. Open this guy. Connect it. What is the username? administrator. Password. Password, how do you get it? Actions, where? Security, get a Windows password. Upload private key. Which one? 6. And then boom. And copy the password and then put it over here and put it okay. And then do you need to worry about this error? No, just click on yes. If you don't want to see this, you just put the checkbox. You select the checkbox, you will not get it here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No problem, Apurva. So by the time that is coming up, so what we do is we'll go to the volume section and see what are the actions we have. And I'll come to the snapshot lifecycle policy. Snapshot lifecycle policy and on the left side, lifecycle manager, both are same. So we will go to that. And then delete volume is grayed out. Why? Delete volume is grayed out. Correct. No, it is already in attached state. It's already in attached state. If it is attached state, can you go and delete it? No, what you need to do first? You need to detach it first. If you detach it, then only you can go and delete it. Okay. Attach is also grayed out because it's already attached. Can you go ahead and detach this volume? Okay, now this is the root volume. Tell me, can you go ahead and detach the root volume while EC2 is running? Answer is no. So do you see this? I click on detach and see it is getting detached. Now what it says? It says an error. Can you detach it, Nana? No, you cannot detach it. So what you need to do in order to detach the root volume? Stop the EC2 instance. So I just logged into it. Should I go and stop the server too and show you how to detach it? Okay. So I'm going and stopping the server too. Stop. Stopping. It is stopped. Now I go to the volumes and which is a root volume that I need to detach? Server 2. Select it. Now it is in stop state. Can I go and detach it? Can I go and detach it? Yes, click on detach. And by the way, before detaching it, do you see this? The volume state is in use. So now once I go and detach it, what will happen? So click on detach. Now will it detach it? Yes, it is detached now. Now the state is available. So do you all understood how to detach the root volume? You need to stop the EC2 instance and then detach the root volume. And now, okay, now the root volume is in detached mode. Now EC2 is in which mode? Stop state. Now tell me that can you start the EC2 instance? Will that work? Your EC2 instance will work? It will not work because there is no root volume. If there is no root volume, your EC2 instance will work? It will not work. So now can I go and attach it back? Yes. So how do I attach it? Actions and then attach. To which EC2 instance that you need to attach? Server 2. And by the way, there is a question. Why it will not work, sir? What? What is that? Oh, you mean without root volume. He's asking about without root volume. Without heart. Do we have life? No, na. If you are taking out the heart and you wake up, Babu, get up. Will he get up? No, right? Simple. Right? Simple. So root volume, it is like a heart for the EC2 instance. Because when the EC2 instance you start, an EC2 instance will go and look, where is my operating system? Where is your operating system? In which volume? Root volume. How does the root volume is identified? What is the device name of the root volume? /dev/SDA1. EC2 instance will go and check. Where is the /dev/SDA1? Oh, that is attached to me. So when you go into that and see the operating system is there, and then EC2 instance will boot from that operating system. So that is why I told you root volume device name should be always /dev/sda1. If you have attached with some other name, your EC2 instance will boot. It will not boot. Okay, now? Okay. Okay. So do you see this here? Now I'm listing only server 2. Why it is not listing server 1? No. Actually, there is one reason. Huh? Anyone? Why it is not listing server 1 here? What is that? Availability zone. It is not about the EC2 instance already have the root volume. It is not about that. Now the volume, which is the volume. Okay, now I am attaching the volume, correct? Server 2, I am attaching. This volume I am attaching. Now tell me, this volume is in which availability zone? 1B. 1B volume can be attached to only 1B EC2 instance only. Can you attach to 1A? Can you be able to list at all? No. That's why when I go ahead and then attach it, so it will show only 1B EC2 instances. So that's why I said here you need to select server 2. Server 1 will be displayed? No, because it is in the different availability zone. So now I selected server 2. What will be the device name? Is it a root volume or additional volume that we are attaching? Root volume. What is the device name should I put? /dev/sda1. If you put this only, your EC2 instance will boot. Otherwise, it will not work. So I go and click on attach. Now, do you all understand how to attach and detach the root volumes? Super. Nice. So, can I attach 2 root volumes to an instance? There is a question from Arpita. Can we attach 2 root volumes for one instance? How many root volumes you can have per instance? Only one. But do we have this? See here. Why Paint is not opening somehow? It is taking a lot of time. I didn't close it at all. There's nothing is open. If it is same availability zone, can I attach root volume to server 1 to server 2 by detailing server 2 order? Yes. If it is same availability zone, yes, Apurva. It's not. Just wait until this Paint comes up. Morning although it was acting up. No. There's no process running. There's no Paint process. Just hold on. Even I kill the task, it is not coming up. Morning also it acted up like that and it came after some time. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to draw and show it to you, but I'll tell you the reason here. Okay. See, one EC2 instance can have how many root volumes? Only one. So now assume you have 2 EC2 instances. You have 2 EC2 instances. EC2 instance 1 has a root volume. EC2 instance 2 has also a root volume. Good. EC2 1 instance, can I detach the root volume? Can I go and attach the same volume to EC2 instance 2 in the same availability zone as the additional volume? I can attach it. Yes or no? EC2 instance 1 root volume, can I attach it as additional volume? Yes. That means does it contain 2 root volumes? No. That second root volume is a dummy. Is waste. It's dummy. You can see just only the data. It will not boot from there. Okay. Nice. So let it come up. Okay, so next here is force detach. If the force detach, generally this will work for your additional volumes. Let's say, is it possible to detach the additional volume while EC2 is running? Answer is yes. Let's say let's say Gopi, so Gopi is working on some EC2 instance in D drive. And I told Gopi, tomorrow 11 a.m., don't log into the machine. I am detaching the root. I'm doing some maintenance activity. But Gopi, what he did was he didn't care on that. And then what he did, he's still working at 11 a.m. In the morning 11, he's doing and he's writing some files on D drive. Now at 11 a.m., what I will be doing in the backend? Should I go and detach it? Yes, I'm going and detaching it. But when I'm detaching it, will it get detached? It will not detach. It will give a status called busy. It will give the status called busy. But what will I do? Then I'll get an anger saying that I told Gopi not to log in, but he's still log in. And what I do, I go and force detach. Fatak. So if you're doing force detach, please keep that in mind. There will be data integrity issues. Correct? If he's writing some data, all of a sudden you are perking from outside. I mean, you are taking out. So there will be a data consistency issues will be there. So that is force detach. Okay. So, and then here, manage auto enable IP. Do you disable manage or enable iOS? Don't disable it. So if we click on it, it says like, will you disable it? No, don't do that. If you do it, your performance will go bad. So manage tech. Fault injection. So you can don't pause volume iOS. Not good. So this is basically for testing the high availability of your volumes. So if one volume goes down, second other volume will work or not and all, but don't go for fault injections here. Okay, so everything is clear except modify volume and create snapshot lifecycle policy. Everything is clear. Okay, now what I'll be doing is, to which EC2 instance that I have logged in now? Server 1. It is server 1. So okay. So do you see this here? If I go to this PC, what is the Windows default root volume size? 30 GB. No? Do you see this here? 29.9 is there. This is 30 GB. Assume, I'll take a real-time scenario now. Assume your C drive is full. Your C drive is full. And someone came to you saying that, Babus, in the EC2 instance, C drive is full. Please check it. What will you do? Increase the volume size. So did we learn that volume size can be increased on fly? Yes or no? On fly meaning what? Do we need to stop the EC2 instance for that? No need. So you can increase the volume size on fly. On fly. Should we do it? Let's do. There is also someone said add additional volume, but I don't want additional volume. I want only C drive, but please increase it. That is the requirement. So how do we do it? I thought change instance type. Oh, Babu, if you change instance type, will there be any effect on EBS volume? Instance type is complete. What is instance type? T2 micro, T2 small. If you that is instance type is the combination of memory and CPU, correct? Yes or no? Does it contain volume? No. EC2 instance type is completely different. Volumes are completely different. So if you want to increase the size, select it, select the root volume, and whichever the volume it is, click on modify volume. What is the default volume we have here? GP2. And let's say you want to change from GP2 to any other volume type. Can you change it? Yes. You can change it to any other volume type. No issues. But here, I want to change from 30 to, let's say, can I change it to 50? Should I increase 50 GB? Huh? Okay. Can I decrease the volume size? Can I decrease the volume size? Can I put 10? Can you read that? What is there? The size of the volume can only be increased, not decreased. Did we learn that? Yes. So now I will keep it to 50. So from 30 GB, I'm increasing to 50 GB. I'm increasing to 50 GB. Can I put one more zero also if required? Yes, but don't put in. 1 0 will deduct from your account with some other number. Okay, so I'll go with the 50 GB. I click on modify, click on modify. And it says that blah, 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 blah. Click on modify. Yes, modify it. When it is getting modified, do you see this? It is modifying. When you're doing like this, it will take little bit time, correct? See, 2%, 3%, slowly it will come. If you go for, remember FSR, it will become faster. Okay. So now, let's see, what is the size has become now? It has now become 50 GB. Should we go and see it in our inside C drive? Okay, let's go inside and see. If I refresh it, it still shows 30 GB only. Do you see that? It still shows 30 GB. Did it increase to 50 GB? No. How do we do here? Chitty. So here we need to do a little bit one extra work you need to do here. Do the EC2 do the AWS has access inside your EC2 instance? No, AWS from the backend he has attached 50 GB, but you need to enable that extra 50 GB, extra 20 GB from the machine. No. So for that, what we need to do, go to disk management. Where need to go? Disk management. Go to disk management. Do you see this here? 20 GB unallocated is there, no? So we need to allocate it. Yes. Do you create a new volume or will you extend 30 GB to 50 GB? Extend. So if you want to extend, what you need to do is right click on 30 GB and do you see here we have extend volume. Click on extend volume. Click on next, finish. And if I come here and I refresh it, what is the size now? 50 GB. Did I stop the EC2 instance? Is there any downtime? Does the user is affected anyhow? So like this, you can do it n number of times and maximum how much size you can give? 16 terabyte you can give. So do you all understood how to increase the size of the volume? I have increased the size of the root volume. Can you increase the size of the additional volume? Similarly, same modify volume, just give the new number, come here and then extend it. Understood, ma? Everyone understood? Super. You can create. So that will be considered as it's a partition only, no? The logical will be only from the root, but it have created a partition. It will be a still root volume. From the backend, it is a root volume only, but you can make partitions inside it. Okay, now, how much size did we increase? 20 GB only, no? Immediately we'll go and delete, no? Okay. So now I have showed you how to increase the size of it. Okay. Now you got another requirement saying that, hey Babu, AWS engineer, can I have a D drive? Can I have a D drive additional volume? So should we go and attach additional volume? Should we go and create a new volume and attach it? Let's go. So how do we do that? Do you see this here? Create volume. Click on create volume. So now, whatever the additional volumes that you are creating, it is chargeable or not? It is chargeable. So do you need GP2? Go for magnetic, which is very cheap. Okay. Do you need 100 GB? Don't put worst 1 GB. Okay. At least 10 GB put, no? Either you can see the volume, right? So, okay. So now I put only 10 GB. What I'm creating a additional volume. I told you, yesterday I told you, no, we'll create a volume later. So this is how you create a volume now. So click on create volume and now I need to select the availability zone. Tell me which availability zone I need to select. I can select anyone. Which one I need to select? Same as the EC2 instance. So which one we are doing the operation here? Server 1. Server 1 is in which availability zone? 1A. So which availability I need to select? This volume? 1A. If you push it created in 1B, can you attach it to server 1? Wasted. What you need to do this volume? Delete this volume and recreate it in 1A. After creating a volume, is it possible to change the availability zone? No, you cannot change it. So you want raw volume or you wanted to have some data from any snapshot? Raw volume. Raw volume meaning don't create volume from a snapshot. You want to raw. You want raw. Okay. So here, whenever you're creating a new thing, it will have an option to encrypt it. Do you need encryption now? No need. But if you want encryption, just a matter of select. And you have a default key, AWS/EBS. That's it. This is how you enable the encryptions. So I'm not enable the encryption. Should I go and create a volume now? Yes, click on create volume. Volume got created. I'm just giving the name server 1 additional volume. And now this state is in available state now. It is creating. So if I read now, it is in available state. So can I go and attach this? Go and attach. To which EC2 instance? Server 1. Server 2 is not listing up here at all. Why? Server 2 is in which availability zone? 1B availability zone. So now I put server 1. Achiti, this is a root volume or additional volume? Do I need to put /dev as SDA1? No need. You can put XVDF itself. From XVDF all the way to P you can go. XVDF, XVDG, XVD HIJKLMNOP. These many additional volumes you can create. So should I keep XVDF? That is a mount device name. Okay. So I click on attach volume. Okay. I click on attach volume. So volume got attached. Should we go and see in server 1? Is there or not? I go to, do you see the D drive here? If I refresh, do you see the D drive? No. Where should we go and get the D drive? Disk management. XVZF for extracting. Why did you went for Linux command, Babu? The Mishra went for Linux command. No, XVDF is a device name only. Do you remember tar minus XVF? Extract, verbose, and then for. So it is not, don't go there. Okay. So here, now go for disk management. This is a new disk, no? Disk 0 is which drive? C drive. C drive. Disk 1 is D drive. Disk 1 says offline. What does it says? Offline. Can we make it online? Right click and make it online. It says not initialize. Should we go and initialize? Right click and then initialize. Initialize. Now it says unallocated. Should we go and allocate it? Is it possible to do extend here? No, this is a new volume, right? You need to create. Right click and new simple volume. Select it. Click on next. Next. So you want D drive, E drive, F drive. Which name is that you want? Selected. Next. Next. Finish it. And do you see the D drive ready? Did I stop the EC2 instance? Is there any effect on the customer? Nothing. So this is how you did. So now if I have a requirement, to increase this 10 GB to 100 GB, can you do it now? How do you do it? Select the volume, go to modify volume, give the new number and then modify. Come down, come here inside it and then extend the volume. Everyone understood how to do it? So do you know? So you understood how to detach it, attach it, all the stuff? Nice. Okay. Now, do you all understood all these options now? Yes, except next, let's talk about create snapshot life cycle policy. So what is on the left side? If you come for life cycle manager, what is life cycle manager? If you want to automatically create images and automatically create a snapshot, you can go and create a data lifecycle policy. Okay, now I have volumes here. How many volumes are there? 3. Should I go and give the tag? Yesterday I gave the tag. No, guys, I want to take the backup of all these volumes. What is the backup of the volume called? Snapshot. I want to take the backup of all these 3 volumes. Now assume I have 3. How do I identify out of 3 which volume I need to take the backup? Using tags. Fantastic. So you need to manage the tags consistently for all the volumes. Yes. Should I go and create a tag, whichever the volumes that I need to take the backup automatically? Yes. So here, manage tags. Can I add a tag and call it as backup is? Yes. Can I add to second one also? Yes. Backup is equal to yes. And then should we go for this one also? So whichever the, okay, I don't go for server 2. So now how many, for how many volumes that I am taking the backups now? Only 2. Okay. So I want to do this automatically. How you want to take the snapshot? If you want to take it manually, select this, actions, create snapshot. But I want to do it manually? No. So go for life cycle manager. So you want to create a snapshot or you want to create EMI? Snapshot. Can you create EMI also? Same. But EMI also you need to give the tag names. For the AMIs also you need to give the tag name. Yes. So here we are dealing with the snapshot. Click on next. Target resource type. Your targets are now volumes or instance are. Instance meaning when you go for images, go for instance. Now I am going for volume. Which volumes that you want to target? Backup is equal to, yes. Whichever the volumes has the tag backup is equal to yes, all those volumes will be taken snapshot. I still remember 10 years back, I was writing a Python script to take the backups automatically. Later, I also, many people like me suggesting AWS, Babu, AWS, try to increase the UI or try to get a new features. We are facing the problems and all. So based on all these kind of feedbacks, they came up with this kind of new features. Previously, you need to write a script for this. Okay, good. Yes, values are case sensitive. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Policy description, call it as my policy snapshot, my snapshot policy. Okay. Give any name. Role, keep it default. Policy status, enable it. Step 1 is clear. What did we have selected only the tags, the target we have selected. Okay. Na? So come down and click on next. Oh, it says a value is required. Every time I'll get the same problem. You have given it and we need to click on add. Once you click on add only, then you'll get added. So is it only one tag that you can add it here? No. So you can add multiple tags. You can aim multiple tags for any kind of volumes. Okay. So now I come back here and click on next. Okay. So when you want to take the snapshot, can you schedule it here? Yes. Frequency daily, every these hours, 12 hours, UTC time. What is the UTC time now? $127. Huh? So can I go and put here 135? Automatically backup snapshots will happen. Yes. And how many snapshots that you need? You want to retain. So you have volumes. Every day snapshot will be taken. So if you are taking everyday snapshot for 30 days, for three volumes, how many snapshots will be there in total? 90 there. What will you do, Pooja? No, nothing there, right? So for that snapshot, so you need to check with your customers or you need to check with your team members and ask, Babu, how many snapshots I want to retain? Do you need old snapshots? From today, we are taking snapshot. And next 10 days, for 10 days, you need the previous 10 days back snapshot? No need. So based on that, you put the retention period here. Retention period, if I put 7 days, how many snapshots will be there? 7 snapshots. 7 latest snapshots will be there. Previous snapshots will be deleted automatically. That is automatic. Incremental snapshot. Whenever you're taking the snapshot, that is incremental by default. By default, it is incremental. So by default, the snapshot are stored in which tier? Standard tier. How many tiers are there? 3. One is standard, archive. Another tier I kept in my home. How many are there? 2 only, no? One is standard, another one is archive. Thank God I didn't put MRF tier. Okay. Okay. So can we schedule it like this? And can you add multiple schedules? Yes, you can add multiple schedules. These are all optional, ma. These are all optional. Okay. What are you creating here? Snapshots. What are you creating here? Snapshot. Snapshot archiving. Can you go and archive your snapshot if at all you want? If at all. Mandatory? No. Past snapshot restore. Can you enable it? If required, yes. Can you do it now? Will it be chargeable? By default, all your snapshot will be stored in which region? Mumbai region, wherever you are creating a policy, there only you can here only, no? On the left side, all the snapshot will be stored here only. Right? So when you're taking the snapshot, if at all you want to copy the snapshot automatically from this Mumbai region to other region, can you go and enable that? So this data lifecycle policy, what it does, it is taking the snapshots automatically, no? So by automatically it is taking, where does it store? It stores in Mumbai region only. But if you want DR, what is DR? Disaster recovery. What is that? Disaster recovery. Just in case if something goes wrong with the Mumbai region, all your snapshots are gone. It's gone. So if at all, if your company has a policy that you need to have a DR, disaster recovery, instead of, you can keep one copy in Mumbai and you can keep another copy in another region. Okay. And also, if you think that, no, my account itself has a problem. What if my account is somehow something happened? Guys, Mumbai region, Ireland region, Tokyo region, whichever it is in my account only, no. Now I have a problem that I'm taking the snapshot in my account. And as a DR, can I store it in her account also? Can I store it in another account also? In my company, I'm managing 3 different accounts. One dev account, test account, prod, pre-prod. Can I keep a backups all in another account also as a safe side? Yes. That is called last one, cross account sharing. Enable it and give the account ID. That's it. So these are all not mandatory. These are all optional. So if at all you want, you can enable it. Otherwise, no need. Everyone clear, ma? Everyone clear? So just click on review policy. Review meaning we don't have a habit of reviewing. So just go ahead and then create it. Do you all understood how to create a policy now? Automatically? Simple. Same thing. Can you select for images also? Clear? Golden AMS is different. Gold AMI meaning you need to cook. You can install something inside it. Okay, that is good question. But that, okay, hold on for that. So can you go and disable, delete all these modify lifecycle policies? You can do it, ma. Is it clear? Is it clear on the volumes? Is it clear on the lifecycle manager? Clear? Is it clear? Everyone, CC? Any questions still here? It will be there automatically, Apurva. Yes. Good question. So there is a question here. There is a question. If we encrypt the volume, how to decrypt it? And we learned this already. Encryption, we enable. Decryption is completely managed by AWS. Don't need to worry about it. Automatic decryption will happen. Because key is with whom? AWS, no? AWS/EBS, AWS/S3, AWS/RDS. So these are all the keys. So if at all you don't want to use these keys, where do you create the keys again? If you want KMS, you can create it. There is a question from Bhavana. Can we reduce volume from 50 GB to 30 GB? What do you think? Can you decrease the volume? You cannot decrease it. What do you need to do for that? Delete the volume and then create it. So if you have a data, can you move it to some other volume? Copy paste, copy it and then delete it and then recreate with your size. Very nice. Okay. Now you know the concept of, now see, I got now paint. When did I open? When did it came? Okay. Hey, do you remember in our theory we learned about cross-task? Cross-task. I gave two names, movie names, Bahu movie, KGF movie, some names. Can you, triple R, okay, what, triple R. So now this volume, this one EC2 instance is in 1A, another EC2 instance in 1B. Can I detach this and attach it to 1B? No, because both are in different availability zone. And what you need to create for it? Snapshot in it. Do you know how to create snapshot now? From the snapshot, what you need to create? Volumes you need to create. So 1A, when you're creating a volume, the volume should be created in 1B. You know how to create a volume today? Can you create a volume in 1B and attach it the volumes now? Do you know how to attach it? So can you do the cross task now? నీ మొహరా నీ మొహం అన్నట్టు చూస్తున్నాడు నీ బొందరా నీ బొంద ఓకే do you understood that topic? Cross task topic. So just open your photos or your paints and then see you have that clearly. I have drawn the diagram. Nice. So guys, what I do is, yesterday also we have pending tasks. Now also I'm giving the task. I'll stop it here. Okay. So if I keep on giving it, you will get more and more tasks. I'll stop it here. Don't leave the class. I'll give some. But why I'm stopping here is I'm giving one exploring items also today. Ready? Ready? Huh? Okay. So, images task is done, no? So guys, there is something called image builder. Okay. Remember image builder. Image builder. Image builder. Do you remember image builder? What is the image builder used for? Creating the golden. The question that you are asking about the golden AMIs can be created using the image builder. I'll show you. But that is not mandatory. That is related to SysOps. You need to have a DevOps knowledge for it. But I'll give you the whole overview on it. Okay, don't worry. So now, guys, I showed you extending the volumes, adding a new additional volume to the EC2 instance in which operating system? Windows. How about Linux? Correct? That is the task. Right? Easy. I'll give you the hint. See here. You will do it, you'll come to know. You'll come in, sir. It is easy, na, sir. Okay, I'll show you how. Do you see this here? Go to the volumes. See here. I know, Arpita. That's why I hold that one to. Don't worry, I haven't shared it. See here. Our root volume is there, no? Let's say click on modify volume and I'm increasing to, let's say 60. If I click on modify, you get this page, no? I skip this page saying that click on modify. But what does it contains? It says that it gives how to do it on Linux and how to do it on Windows. So have we done on Windows? Can you open Linux here? Open it. Open it. And do you see this here? Requirements when modifying volumes. Okay, click on it. Or do you see the last one? Extend a Linux file system after resizing a volume. Okay, modify volume. Let's open it. And okay, extend the volume. So are we using Nitro or are you using Zen? So will you click on Zen na Nitro na? Zen. Click on Zen. See here. Guys, if you want to resize the partition, that means if you want to resize it to extend the volume, what is the first thing that we did? Extend and only, no? From 30 GB to 50 GB. So modify it, launch a Linux machine with 8 GB or 10 GB is there. Modify it to 15 GB or 20 GB and log into your instance. And then can you run sudo lsblg? Run it. Come down. Can you run this? Okay. Can you go and run this again? And can you df -h? And this is the main thing. And can you run this 4 or 5 commands? That's it. Huh? Right? So I'm giving this example. So do it, guys. Otherwise, take the mentor's help if at all required. But it's easy. I'm telling you, I can show within a couple of minutes, sir. But I want you to do it by yourself, by going, analyzing it, and just think. Because when you do this, you will lose the fear of Linux. Okay. Can I execute these 4 commands now? I can do it, no? So you do it. Okay, no? Okay. So guys here. And another thing is, see here. Chitty. You know PEM file. You know PEM file. What happens if your PEM file is lost? You can create it. You can create. But can you detach the existing PEM files and reattach it? You have already 10 EC2 instances. And all your 10 EC2 instances has 6 PM batch PEM file. And you lost the PEM file. You create a new one. But how about will you give this PEM file to the older EC2 instance to retrieve the password? No. But how do you retrieve the password for that? Good question, no? Real time. Right? Real time thing. So for that, no. Recycle bin is, no. Recycle bin. Murali, recycle bin is up. I made to write that also in notes. Recycle bin is only implemented for snapshots and AMIs, not for everything. I'll give you a hint how to do this. Okay. Do you have EC2 instance here? There will be a there is a meme, no? Talent go, no? Okay. No, I'm not. I'm just saying here, people in front of me. Okay. So you see the EC2 instance here? Is it possible we can create AMI and then recreate instance with the new key? Possibilities. That is the thinking, Stalin. Very good. That is the thinking that you should get it. I want you to do that and let me know. Don't ask questions to me. I can say it, fatak. But whenever you go and do this, this is possible, this is not possible, you will get to know. Okay. So here, do you see this here? You have the volume here for the EC2 instance. Okay. Now you lost the PEM file. Now you lost the PEM file to this EC2 instance. Can you retrieve the password of this EC2 instance? Answer is no. And the EC2 instance, you cannot log in because you don't get the password, Windows password. How to do this? For this, what you need to do, Chite, can you launch one more EC2 instance parallelly? Does it also contain root volume? Does it also contain root volume? Yes. Can you detach this root volume of first server? And can you attach it as an additional volume to the another one? You're getting it what I'm saying? Can you detach the root volume of server 1 and can you attach that to the server 2 as additional volume? So now how many root volumes are there? 2 root volumes are there. The second is new EC2 instance. Do you know the key? Yes, because the new EC2 instance. Can you log into it to this and go to the D drive? And in that D drive, there will be one file. If you modify that file and detach this and again attach to this volume here, you can log in. If you put that in Google, what is that file, you will get to know. Modify that file, do this, and let me know tomorrow. Okay. Create a new one for that. Create a new one. Create a new PEM here. Create a new PEM and launch new EC2. Interesting, no? Yes, I want you guys to do that. That's why I'm stopping it here. See here, guys. Okay. See. Can you launch 4 EC2 instances, 2 in 1A and 2 in 1B? And can you do the cross task? Cross task. Yes. Can you increase the root volume size? Can you add additional volume and make it available to the user? Can you play with detach the root volumes and additional volumes? And this is the task. Assume you lost your PEM file. We need to log into the EC2 instance. How? Okay. This one not required because snapshot we are done. We learned about snapshot. And extend the existing volume on line X and add a new additional volume for the line X. I want to do it. Lifecycle manager, we did create a policy and do it. And put a UTC time and see whether the snapshots are getting created. Terminate it and then delete all the lifecycle and policy. Can you able to do it, ma? Take those. Is it clear? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All good? So, an elastic security group, elastic IPs, placement group, key pairs, network interfaces, we already looked into it. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be doing load balancer. So we'll deploy one small application and set up high availability. Exactly, Nikhil. That is what I wanted to know. Please know that. Guys, if you have encrypted the snapshot, that is the reason I gave the task. If you encrypt the snapshot, can you share that snapshot? Answer is no. That is why I gave the task that to tell me that, sir, it is not possible to do it. Very good, Nikhil. That is expected behavior. There is a question. Sir, what if we need to create lifecycle policies for all the volumes? Do we need to list all the tags one by one? If you want to identify the volumes to want to take the snapshot, you have to go with the tags only. If you have 100 volumes and if you want to take 50 volumes snapshot, you have to add the same tag for all the 50 volumes. So you have to do it one by one. That is one time, no? That is one time. Will you take the snapshot every day 50 times one by one? No. Any other questions? Super. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubts on the practicals, our mentors are helping you. Yes, no? Very good. Online people, you can join. You have the online link also, right? So you have online link also, Zoom link. If you have any questions, please log in there. And what is the time for online people? Afternoon. 2 to 4. Okay. So 2 to 4, you log in it and get the questions, or if you have any doubts on the practicals, how to do it, and check with them. If it is not still working, and if they could not able to do, come back to me. I'll help you to finish that. Super. Okay. Can you give the final CC for today? Guys, if you are able to, no one is smiling. CC with smile, Babu, please. And if you are able to do the task which I'm giving, you will get super good experience. I'm telling you. This is not the normal task that I'm giving. These are all the real-time tasks. If you are able to do all these things, you will get 3 to 4 years of experience. You will get it. Okay. But if you are ignoring it, if you are a little bit careless, so please, it's not good for your health. Sir, VPC subnets are still showing after instance termination. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do you need to delete VPC subnets and all? Don't do that. Hey, by the way, guys, here, I'm going and terminating these machines. When you terminate it, your root volume will be deleted by default. Yes. Did we work on additional volume today? Will that additional volume will get deleted? So please keep that in mind. You have to go and then delete that additional volumes also. And then delete the lifecycle manager. I mean, lifecycle policy. Okay. So let our instance are terminated or not. So it is shutting down. Snapshots. There is one manual snapshot. Go ahead and then delete the snapshot. Volumes. Do you see additional volume there? Go ahead and then delete it. Instances. Terminated. I see one volume is also there. Go ahead and delete it. So if I go to the dashboard, refresh it, everything should be 0 except key pairs and security group. I see instances 2 are running. Go inside it and see those are terminated. So no problem. Sir, what is the meaning of cross task? Guys, if you, Gopi, you or someone, Seshi, someone, do you remember you took this that cross task? No, please put that in WhatsApp group. Okay, group, you put it in group, they will get that cross task meaning. Okay, so that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the continuation of the CC2 practical. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and good night. See you tomorrow.